In this video, we are diving deep into one of the most user-friendly Linux distribution out there, Zorin OS 18.1. Now, if you are new here and love Linux tips and tutorials, before we get started, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. So here's the thing, Zorin OS 18.1 just dropped and it's packed with some seriously impressive improvements. In this review, we are going to focus heavily on what's new in this latest update. We are talking about a massively expanded Windows app database, smarter window tiling, refreshed themes, and so much more. Stick around as we break it all down. Let's start with the basics. Zorin OS is built on top of Ubuntu, which means it inherits Ubuntu's stability and reliability while giving you a completely different experience on top of it. It's specifically designed for people switching from Windows. If you are tired of Windows and want something familiar but different, this distro makes that transition incredibly smooth. It's also great for everyday users who want a polished, stable, and secure operating system without too much technical complexity. This release model is what we call a stable release cycle. This means new versions come out periodically, like 18.0 came out in October and now we have 18.1 as a refinement just in 6 months later. You get stability with regular improvements, not constant changes. One thing that's really important to mention, Zorin OS has already been downloaded over 3.3 million times. That's massive. And this 18.1 update is a proof that the team is committed to making this distro even better with each release. Installing Zorin OS is incredibly straightforward. The installer is based on Ubuntu's GNOME installer, which is clean and intuitive. When you boot from the live USB, you'll see a welcome screen with two options, try it first or install it directly. I always recommend trying it first to make sure your hardware works well. But honestly, the installation is so smooth that most people just go straight to installing. The installer walks you through everything step by step. You select your language, keyboard layout, then it detects your storage devices. You choose whether you want to install it and you are done. It's not asking you 100 technical questions, it's just simple, friendly and straightforward. One thing I really appreciate is that the installer offers you the option to install alongside Windows if you want a dual boot setup. This is perfect for people who are not completely ready to make the jump but want to try it out. The entire installation takes about 10 to 15 minutes depending upon your system, pretty fast. And once it's done, you are greeted with a beautiful welcome screen that helps you set up your system for the first time. The desktop environment is based on GNOME 46 and the customization is where they have really put effort in. It looks clean, modern, and honestly it feels really familiar to Windows user. You have got a taskbar at the bottom, an application menu on the left and your system tray on the right. But here's what makes Zorin OS special. It comes with tons of built-in layout options, so you can switch between different desktop layouts right from the settings. Want a traditional Windows feel? Done. Want something more modern? Also done. This flexibility is brilliant. In this 18.1 update, the default theme got a refresh. Everything has more rounded corners now, giving it a sleeker, more modern appearance. It's subtle, but it makes the whole system feel more polished. Now let's talk about the smoothness and usability. This is where the performance improvements in 18.1 really comes through. The system feels responsive, snappy, and everything opens quickly. The animations are smooth, window switching is fluid, and there's no stuttering or lag even when you are multitasking. The pre-installed applications are solid. You get Firefox as web browser, GNOME Files for your file manager, which has been redesigned to be more compact, LibreOffice for office work, GIMP for image editing, and various other utility apps. And here's the thing, with 18.1, LibreOffice has been updated to version 26.2, which has even better Microsoft Office compatibility. If you are coming from Windows and working with Office documents, this is huge. Installing more applications is dead simple. You open the software app, which is like an app store. You can browse, search, and install apps with one click. But here's what's really cool about Zorin OS 18.1. When you try to open a Windows executable file, the system actually detects it and it suggests native Linux alternatives. This database has been expanded by over 40% in this update, supporting more than 240 apps. So if you try to install, let's say, Plex, Zorin will say, hey, here's the native Linux version instead. It's thoughtful design that helps you transition smoothly. For app formats, Zorin OS supports Flatpak, Snap, and App Image packages. This gives you access to pretty much any application you want. The variety is incredible. Let's talk about what's happening behind the scenes. Zorin OS uses apt as package manager, which is the same one Ubuntu uses. If you are coming from Ubuntu, you'll feel right at home. Installing packages from the command line is very straightforward. Just simply type sudo apt install, then the package name. Simple. The 18.1 update brings the Linux kernel 6.17, which is pretty recent and includes a lot of hardware driver improvements. We're talking better support for NVIDIA, Intel and AMD graphics cards. It also supports newer gaming handles like the Asus ROG Ally and Lenovo Legion Go. When it comes to stability versus bleeding edge, Zorin OS is definitely on the stable side. It's not rolling distro like Arch. You got tested stable updates that won't break your system. The trade-off is you might not always have the absolute latest version of every piece of software, but honestly for most users that's a good trade-off. Boot speed is excellent. On a typical SSD, you are looking at around 15 to 20 seconds from power button to fully logged in and ready to use. That's solid. RAM usage is very reasonable. On a fresh install with nothing else running, you are using about 1.5 to 2 GB of RAM. That's pretty lean for modern desktop environment. Compared to that of Windows, which can easily use 4 to 5 GB on a fresh install, and you see why Zorin OS is greater for older system. Overall responsiveness is where Zorin OS really impresses. Even if you open lots of Windows applications and browser tabs, the system stays responsive. Multitasking is smooth. This is thanks to performance improvements in 18.1 that the developers have implemented across the desktop. One thing worth noting, if you have an older computer with limited resources, Zorin OS also released a light edition with XFCE 4.20, which is even lighter and faster. But for most modern systems, the standard edition performs great. Okay, so this is the section where 18.1 really shows what it's about. Let me break down the major improvements. Number 1, advanced window tiling improvements. In 18.1, the window tiling feature got smarter. You can now reorder tiling layouts, bring all tile windows to the same foreground together when you switch apps. If you are a power user who likes keyboard shortcuts, efficient window management, this is brilliant. The enhanced edge tiling also lets you drag windows to snap them into your custom tiling layouts. It's all about making multitasking more efficient. Number 2, Windows App Database Expansion. This is huge. The database that detects Windows installer has grown by over 40%. We're now talking about 240 plus supported apps. When you try to run a Windows executable like Plex, the system pops up and says, hey, here's the native Linux version. For Evolution Mail instead of Outlook or native alternative to other window-only apps. This makes the switch from Windows so much easier because you're not fighting compatibility layers, you are just using native apps. Number 3, desktop theme refresh. The default theme now has a rounder, more modern look, not just aesthetic, but it feels more inviting and polished. The visual language is more cohesive across the entire system. Number 4, panel improvements. The panel now supports right to left languages like Arabic, Hebrew and Urdu, which is really great for accessibility. There's also a new toggle to hide tray icons if you prefer a cleaner look, and you can customize individual icon behavior. Number 5, LibreOffice 26.2. The included LibreOffice suite has been updated with better Microsoft Office compatibility, Markdown support and new connector shapes. If you work with Office documents, this is a lifesaver. Number 6, hardware support. Thanks to Linux 6.17 kernel, you now have better support for newer hardware, modern graphics cards, Apple input devices like Magic Mouse 2, gaming handheld devices and more. This expands who can use Zorin OS without running into compatibility issues. Number 7, Zorin OS Lite Edition. For the first time, Zorin OS Lite gets the 18.x treatment. Based on XFCE 4.20, it's designed for older and lower spec computers. It includes a redesigned file manager, fingerprint reader support, updated themes and built-in web app integration. This is a game changer for older hardware. Now there are not major drawbacks, but here are some things to consider. First, if you are a hardcore enthusiast who wants the absolute latest bleeding edge software all the time, a rolling release like Arch might be better. Zorin prioritizes stability over being on the cutting edge. Second, if you are heavily invested in Mac-specific applications, Zorin isn't going to help you there. It's specifically designed for Windows switchers. Third, gaming support is good but not perfect. While many games work through Proton, AAA titles don't always run perfectly, but honestly this is improving constantly. And finally, if you need enterprise level support, Zorin OS might not be your answer. It's community supported, which is great, but there's no official enterprise support channel. Other than that, this distro is solid for most use cases. Alright, let's wrap this up. Zorin OS 18.1 is an excellent distro, especially if you are coming from Windows. The new features in 18.1 show that the developers really care about making this the best Windows alternative possible. The expanded app database is thoughtful, the performance improvements are noticeable, the window tiling enhancements are practical, and the Lite edition finally getting the 18.x treatment, which is great for older systems. Now I would love to hear what you think. Have you tried Zorin OS? What's your favorite feature in 18.1? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every comments and would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.